Hi, and welcome back to the True Toy channel. In this video, I created this in reference to a post on Beamer Post about the BMWs being too dim on the reverse, right? So here I'm actually taking a look at my camera here. There is street lighting here, so it is kind of bright. But for some areas where there isn't any light, it becomes very dark. So when you reverse, you really can't see in the back here. So what I did today was really a hack. It wasn't an enhancement, so I didn't actually change anything to make it better, like replacing LED bulbs. But instead I did a hack. And what the hack is actually is installing a LED light bar underneath the back of the vehicle so that you get better lighting. So here is the back. I have a little remote. It's a wireless remote. So if I turn it on, you can see the light turn bright over there, and if I press the button and turn it off, it turns off as well. Again, I'll turn it on. They do have strobe mode, so here's a slow blink, here's a fast strobe, and again this is off and this is on, and I'll show you from the outside what it looks like as well. Put the car in park. I'll go outside. Obviously, I can't show you the LED lights that are in the tail lights, but here you have the LED lights that is on right now. And then if I go down, which will be blinding for drivers behind it, but for most part, if you're here, you actually don't see it as well. So let me turn it off. Let me try to turn it off again. There we go. And then the LED lights are within the tail light assembly, so there's no bulbs that you can actually replace to make that any brighter. So the problem with the reverse light on the G26 is that the reverse lights LEDs are actually built into the housing of the lamp itself, the whole module. And it's not possible to actually, well, it may be, but you'd have to take apart the entire assembly and possibly, take apart the waterproofing to change the LED bulbs, which I'm not even sure what they actually run inside there. So without being able to change these, there's no option to make these lights any brighter. So you have to go with an option of using an external LED light bar. So in my hack, you see my battery here. I have the leads to this wireless switch. It has a little relay. It has a little powered manual toggle switch, on-off switch. And it has the wireless controller, which is now connected to my LED bar. I have the remote in hand, so this, you can keep up by the cup holder area. So if I turn that on, that'll project, turn on the LED lights when I'm reversing, and then when I'm not reversing, you can obviously turn it off as well. So for the 7-inch LED bar that I bought from Amazon, the mounting holes are surprisingly a good fit, or almost a perfect fit for my G26. So I'm actually underneath the car here, and you have this screw hole here, and you have that screw hole there. And if I hold the screws up to both those locations, it's an exact match. So I'm going to look to just remove the OEM screws and see if I can plug this LED bar right into those screw holes without having. Alright, so I have the wiring for the LED bar all wired up here. So here I attached the relay. I just basically pop this plastic clip out that attaches to the battery and pop that back in. I used the double-sided tape to secure the controller, the wireless controller, and the manual on-off switch here. Tied all the cables together for the leads. I have the negative here and the positive here, which I'll connect to the battery shortly after I do my wiring. Here I pop the grommet on the side here, so I can let the cabling run out to the LED bar from underneath the car. Make it nice and clean so I can close the trunk. Here's the wiring all the way from the bottom. That's coming up from that grommet, open grommet, which I can't take a picture of. I'm going to cut this short. I'm going to run the wires as close as possible to the body. Try to sneak it in behind the heat shields here, just to tidy it up once I get around here. And then again, I'll bring it to the middle and try to get all the wiring hooked up below here. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so now I'm underneath the vehicle. I have the wire that came out from the grommet. That's over here. And what I did was I put it underneath the heat shield. So there are three 10mm bolts here. That's one, that's two, and there's one in the corner here. That's three. So I opened those up. I snaked in the wire, both for protection so it doesn't get hot, as well as so it doesn't fall around, get caught in anything else. So that's well protected back there. I ran it over the heat shield above the muffler area, and I'm cutting off the hanger pipe here. Okay, next I removed a trim piece underneath the diffuser close to this heatsink area here. There's 4 10mm bolts there that I removed. So I just basically pulled the wire through again from the muffler pipe section over there, and I'll be connected this to the LED bar, and this will help me actually hide the wire. All right, so I finally got the wiring hooked up to the battery. Just have to figure out all the terminal connections. So basically, the lead for the red, I put onto this side. The lead for the negative, there's no post to connect it to, so I actually jerry-rigged it. It's shoved in between the terminal, wedged in there fairly okay. It may come loose, but I know where to look if it gets disconnected. I can see there, that's a manual toggle, so I got power going there. What I haven't done is I haven't spliced the wires, haven't cut it short to length. But here's my first test. So here's the remote. I'll stand away so you can actually see it. I'll hit the on button. You can see the LED's on. I'll hit the off button. I'll go underneath, give you a shot here. It's the on button, pretty bright, and there's the off button. All right, so from the perspective of the car, when you're looking down from the top, you can barely see it. I got to put it off the ramps and see how visible those LEDs are. But again, I don't think that'll get hit by anything. I don't think it'll get really wet by water also. So again, the last thing I gotta do is shorten that wire up, tuck it in, put the trim back up into the diffuser. Okay, and lastly, I connected the LED bar wiring to the harness wiring. I used butt connectors and just shrink wrapped or heat gun to wrap the ends. I'm gonna put a sleeve. All right, so here's another test of my LED light bar. So I'm in my vehicle now. Actually stopping on the brake light. As you can see, it's not too bad. You got a little bit of red there. I'm gonna throw it into reverse. And that have a little bit of a parking malfunction, but that's fine. As you see, the side of the garages are both lit up with the LED lights and the tail light assembly. And then what I installed is the LED bar, so I'm going to click on the remote to turn it on. And you can see that it's much better in terms of the brightness, although it is low, but you don't want to kind of blind everyone. So you can see what's on the floor, you can see what's behind you, if there's any objects and stuff like that. Let me turn it off. Let me turn it on again. And let me turn it off. Oh, that's strobe mode. So it actually has a couple of strobe modes. And I just want regular lighting, so I'll just keep it on and I'll turn it off.